She want it like me cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more. Tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board. Let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist. Bullet point to God.
Big numbers. Big numbers. 100-minute bag. That's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted. That's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100-minute bag. That's a big number. Big numbers. Blue punts. Whole team counting. That's a big number.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop.
Yeah.
This shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Little beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set 60 or.
Right, 54. Let's make these.
Look, squeeze.
Let's make these.
Speed trip.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And it early, how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Banjo. Shit, 55.
Look at me. Zipper.
Hey, watch the slant. Shit.
Rock it. Yes. Shoot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Maher able to put this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
You ready?
Mike 5-4. Bandit. Watch out.
Leo.
SOS.
Hey, Zoo.
SOS.
Now Jones. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Elliott on 1st down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey, there goes 4-9. 154. Hey, 2. 26.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Go. Right there. 47. 54. I'm coming up to you. Here we go, 47.
Mike spot 4.
You must be 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. 4-8.
Third and long for Prescott. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On the set.
Mike 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Hey, lock it.
You don't want none.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 6 yards and the first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
It's our field. Hey, it's our route. Check 15. Check 15. Go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. The tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Saquon Barkley. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Check right, check. Protein spill. And check right 54. Look at me. Door. Let's see what you got. Ready?
On 3rd down, Barkley. And an alley to run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 67 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
You think you won't get this? 36. Here we go, go to 54, Larry. 54.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Kill.
Here's Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Hey! Hey, Charlie!
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
You're out!
Coming to you, coming to you. 2.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bravo!
55.
80 weapons.
Hey, we gotta get this stop here, D.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Rip left.
Jones now operating from the gun. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
8-3.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones apparently a little unsure of everything here, so he steps back and signals for timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Get this one.
Yep.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Let's go one more.
Check the backer.
Bang, 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 bang.
Go.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Go.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
Mike 54.
Watch
slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Big dad.
Go.
Tight dog.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Final play of the half, Prescott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is a now I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Here we go. Go right in.
54 Mike. Here we go.
Now Elliott. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A first down carry by Elliott. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 36 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 46-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Wide. Get wide.
Chopper.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, watch the screen.
Let's go.
Throwing Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 54 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. First down, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Look, squeeze. Check. Hey, exit. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant. Here go 46. There we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
To throw is Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
Prescott on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter play. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run with Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Steps away to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one. Right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. A first down throw for Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I didn't get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Pollard. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Rock it.
Switch.
Second and 9 now. Keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Like the footwork back there. I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
No.
Hey, high 7.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Blue down.
From the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Switch. Check safety.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Now the objective there, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Go on, go on. Yeah, yeah.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Get ready, get ready. Get ready. Go. 54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 46. 26.
Prescott to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Come on.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
We got 3. We got 3.
He's back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On 3rd down, Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, you got 3. 3 down.
Going to 53.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Right here.
1 last shot now for Prescott. And an alley to run. takes it down to the 10-yard line.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to